a revisit today, and this is also not just a revisit, this is an update on this golf course. Now, last time I come here was 8 months ago, and it should be, because they're doing a hell of a lot of work here, this is one of these courses that's been given a lot of investment, because what it was, guys, it was the actual golf course was all overgrown, it was shut down. Obviously it was still a resort as such, but the actual course was shut down, and it was about before the COVID. It had been taken over, and then obviously the COVID came along, that slowed it all down. But now I've come back now to see, it said it should be on phase 3 now. I'll talk a little bit more about this in the video, but yeah, we should be on phase 3, and the main bit that I'm come to look at is the bit we're coming up to in a moment, which is called the meeting place, and I can see there is work going on there, which is good. I don't think I'll be able to go in there because looking at it now, it's under construction, the Parador. So I can see if I can park up somewhere and we'll do a little bit of walking about. What it is, this place is I think split in two. You got the old part, which I will be having a look at later on, and okay, that's not for me. I'm gonna have to go into, I think they call it the Golf Hub. Yeah, the Golf Hub. Right. You just have to get used to my driving. There it is, the Golf Hub. Yeah, obviously I was right. I was right. I will have a quick look around there just to see if anything's changed. Okay, we'll park over here. I can see a bit of shade. So when you drive in a new entrance, now if you didn't know, it has two entrances. It's got the old entrance, and that's mainly for residents that live here. And if you look across the green there, they're the older properties. And if you can see the cranes, this is where all the new builds going on. Loads of stuff going on here. And 8 months down the road, that's definitely changed. They actually got up a big sign now. That's been put up as well. Now I think this is supposed to be like an old church building, some like a monastery maybe. In the write-up they call it a historic building, but they did say work has begun early 23, early 24. Which is true, because when I've come here, oh god, I think when it all first kicked off, I was making this an abandoned golf course, but it's not now, guys. You can see there, I don't know if I can see it, I think that's like a sort of a chapel building. I think what they're doing, they're restoring all this, and it's going to be like a restaurant. I believe the pro shop's going to go in there eventually, and it's going to be and also they in the write-up it was called the meeting place. So it'll be like a little square. So you can see in that picture there, you got the church, and I presume that building I just showed you there is that building there, and you can see sitting out. Yeah, it's got it up there as the meeting square, I should say. Let's get it right. But it's good to see work has started. One thing here in Spain, it takes a long time. I'm just looking at the grass over there. That ain't fake grass, that's real grass. It costs a lot of money, guys, looking after these resorts, and obviously a lot of money's been put into this. So, good thing to see. I like to see on when you go on these resorts. I know this is more of a sales thing, but this is the site map, and I would say, looking at that picture, that's the meeting place. So I can't remember there's paddle courts over there, and we're on parks in the golf hub. And over here they got these luxury villas, frontline villas on the actual course, and then up this over there, this is where they're building all the townhouses. Anyway, we'll have a quick nose in there. Another picture again. So obviously this is the entrance part. I think what they're doing at the moment, they're just clearing it out, because there was a right mess in there. And I would have said that over there is the church that's hidden behind that tree there. This is obviously open in the old days. I would have said that that's probably some sort of outdoor barbecue, maybe. I see some vans around here. What's that about? Okay. It's just storage area and a Christmas tree. But his whole patch here was all shut off anyway. It's got a lot of aircon machines there, I must say. So this is the back of the church. So they must have been using that church for something else. Obviously sit down area. And there's another part, you can see where they've been clearing it all. So hopefully in a year's time all this will be done. Like many things here, guys, it's all to do with the licensing. Anyway, I've come back into the, what do I call it, the hub, the golf hub. So over there where the lady in the yellow is, I would imagine, I could be wrong anyway, I would imagine that's the putting bit, and the guy above that has just whacked a ball. That's the range. I know I get all these terms wrong, guys, but you get the gist of it. So I'm just going to walk down to the hub anyway. I've been here a few times, and I think these buildings here are only temporary until the proper buildings have been built. So over there you're going to see storage for the buggy carts, and see, there it is. You've got first tee signage, good signage, the hub, and I think also over here is the tennis courts. I don't know if you can see that sign there. Fully refurbished paddle and tennis courts, equipment hire and bookings available at the pro shop. But I'll just give you a quick glance. So all been modernised. There you are, very nice, I must say. So I'm just coming into the hub now, so you can see the golf buggies over there and the trolleys. People's already parked up. That's the actual restaurant bit where that guy's just coming out of. Oh, looks like it, oh, maybe not. No, I think it's the same. It's the hello, and we got a pot-belly pig down there. What's he doing here? Anyway, There's the signage. We've got doggy as well. Yeah, so that, I mean, I'll be honest, I've had a lovely meal in there. So you've got the opening hours. I've shown all that in the previous video. I just wanted to see if anything's changed here. But everything's looking the same, which you would expect, really. You've got the pro shop. So anyway, we're going to carry on around. I want to check some of the housing developments, how they're getting on, because last time I was there, it's still pretty newish. I believe also you can hire out bikes as well. For those who want to learn how to play golf, you've got the head golf instructor, and you've got some prices there. And somebody's there to whack the ball again. But it's all this wasn't here 3 or 4 years ago. This wasn't here at all. This has all been redone. Okay, so am I right? Because there's a couple of bunkers. Now I call this the putting bit, didn't I? It does say no chip in there, so I'm getting good at this. I must be. I think I should become a golf pro. So this is actually the putting. So let's give another shot. The range. I'll call it range. I mean, I'm right in thinking this is definitely hole 1, and this course I think it's pretty challenging because you go down that way, around that way. Yeah, and I think you somehow cross it and then go on down this direction. So it's quite a challenging course. Anyway, should we carry on? Like I said, we're on phase 3 now. Phase 2 is already begun, and phase 3, as I can see over there, is just started. So they call it the practice area, but I'm right in thinking it should be called the putting green. That's it, a driving range. I always get that one mixed up. The driving range. So plenty of maps about. This is what I like to see, guys, because I don't care what golf resort you go on to. If you're a visitor, you're not going to know where all the stuff is. I think sometimes they expect you to know where it is. And you've got a bit more about the bar and restaurant. Gives you a couple of timings there. Looks like it's Monday to Saturday, 9 AM to 8 PM, Sundays 9 AM to 6 PM. So, and the bar's open at 2 o'clock to 8. Just to let you know. And on a Friday it's 8 o'clock, 8 AM to 9 PM. Anyway, something a bit new for me. The starter house. Now I'm right in thinking what this is about is if you're on one of these golf holidays, you obviously meet up here. You've got your time there, and then obviously you kick off on hole 1 and have 10 hours of golf. So another thing that I checked out 8 months ago was the G6S. Now when I arrived here with Steve, they were still getting it ready to open up. So looking at it, I would imagine that's fully open now. Be also interesting to see. I mean, look at that, eh? Football. Remember these guys? You know, football. So we got a outside seating area which was there before, and I think, yeah. So that's open. That's good to see. And also I think when I come here as well, they were doing this sort of pool thing. I don't know what that's about. Well, that hadn't been done yet, so that's pretty fair enough. I think I can see just over there is a estate agency, because none of these buildings were open. So I think this is the next phase of the whole thing. Is that this is obviously a shopping centre, and it's still ongoing. Yeah, because I think this was another thing that we was talking with the owners about. We're sitting outside. Let's have a look here, just to... So that gives you the opening hours. So open at 11. Oh, it's October. New opening hours from October 11 to, I presume, midnight. And that one's Friday to 2 o'clock. But I know they were talking about getting this, so you got outdoor seating, but I suppose you've still got to get the unfortunately no ice creams. Yeah, so still a long way to go on that. So I'm on the outside of the shopping centre, and from what I can see, the only thing that's there really is the I think it's the G6S. Obviously the buildings have been painted up when I came here 8 months ago. I would say, looking at this, probably going to be a hotel. So still a lot more to do here, but things are happening. That's the main thing. So this is what I was talking about, the second entrance, residents exit only. So anyway, we're going back. Anyway, it's good to see that this is still going, because I did wonder, because it can't be easy, but looking at the hours it's open a long time. So when I was here 8 months ago, they were still doing these buildings, and I did see a sign saying show house, but I've just noticed that some of these are actually people living in them now. Anyway, I'm just going to go in and see what happens, because I don't know if you're supposed to just turn up or have a look. I think you just get an idea of the size of the property. Let's have a look. Just empty room, isn't it? Empty rooms. So you've got like a dip pool there, well, a swimming pool. Okay, you've got an outdoor shower unit there. So this is what you would get, I would imagine. I'm going to get in trouble, and I can just see it now. Obviously it's, I don't really understand. That's another street there. Okay. So there it is. So when I come here last, they were still building these, and now, like I just showed you a moment ago, people living in them. So they don't hang about, do they? I ain't got a clue what price of properties those are, but I can safely say they're not under 100,000. And also, just over there was another complex that was still just all brick, and I can see there they've got the coating on now. They've got the grey and the white. We'll just have a quick pop down there as well. Yeah, it amazes me how quick they get these up, and also people living in them. I'll just give you another view down the street. I noticed down this end there was like a sales office. I've never seen anybody in that. It's always been empty. And there's a couple built. I mean, these are all new. So they're obviously going to be building all along here. I will be at the end of the vid, when I give the summary, I'll give you a little bit more information, especially about the phases, because like I said, this place has been given so much investment and money put into it. So let's give you a sort of an update. So over there, the very first one, I did a video on that one. It did 4 different sorts. Now I can see 1, 2, 3, 5 and more down there now. So they're extra. So they're called frontline luxury villas, and as you can see, people are already living in those. And at the back there, the grey building, that's the sales office. But the sales office used to be over there, where they're building more buildings, you know, more luxury villas. Because these are called frontline luxury villas, because they're looking over the golf course. And I noticed up the top there, somebody living in that now. Now that was empty. They've done that up. That's like a proper townhouse. And we've just been up here. I'm amazed at how they've got them in there. And these guys down here, here's another one, which obviously looks like it's nearly ready now. I can assume that the first one's the show house, and then the other ones. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I come back after the summer. This will be all moved into, tidied up. Always looks like a building site, doesn't it, when they're doing these things? But they've nearly completed those. Now I think this row here will also be in this area here. I mean, all this land will be eventually built on. This is what amazes me. So if you remember that show house I just showed you a moment ago, didn't look like that, did it? And it's you can see prices starting from 360,000. Now that's probably gone up since then, because one of the things that they've been noticing in Spain lately is the price of land and building costs have been going up. So you can see on there, starting at 360,000, and that's for a 2-bedroom. Probably got private pool and garden. I mean, obviously that one, the one they're showing is a lot bigger than what I showed you on that show house. Now don't forget, guys, I don't think I was supposed to be in there. What's interesting down this end, I can remember driving past these. I don't know what these grey sort of buildings. Now these buildings were still the same. So those properties I was just showing you a moment ago, and that's what they'll look like. So they're going to have dip pools in them. They've got 2 and 3 bed, and just looking at some of them there, I think this one here is probably going to be the showroom. So you obviously got a bedroom at the top there. This is probably going to be a 3-bed place. But I can see down below there, gonna get told off. I can see it now, gonna get told off. Maybe not. I just want to get a picture of that. So this is what they're gonna look like eventually. You can see bedroom up top, sunroof. I can also see, it looks like a possible, this is another thing I have to have a word about with the agent. It looks like he got a communal pool as well, because I think some of them haven't got big enough gardens for a pool. Some of them have. Yeah, no price on those, but this is what I think. What the thing is, guys, with the prices, they change all the time, you know, and it takes a long time. I mean, I know these have been building for a while, even though they're nearly ready now. The prices do change. So this is a better view really on what's going on here. Now in phase 2, like I said, they were doing the frontline luxury villas, which they've done. Obviously they're still building those, and you can see the golf course is obviously a hole there that goes on down the green there, and at the back there is what I just showed you a moment ago, was the grey ones. Now those are going to go right across, which amazes me. And at the back, this is the place where I did the show house, and people living in those. And the black ones that I said, I didn't think they were being worked on. I can see now that there are people over there. So, hell of a lot going on here, guys. And I did notice, can't see it now, but just tucked away, there was a house down there that I haven't seen before. That must have been built quite recently. But you can see how big this complex is, because in the distance it's still part of this golf resort. You've got housing at the back there. Over that way you've got the shopping centre area, and then right over here you've got the golf hub. Yeah, a lot going on, guys, and you can see by all these roads. So this is a good viewpoint, just come up on one of the higher roads. So that's the entrance over there. You've got some lakes I can see over there, man-made lakes, of course. You've got a windmill, I can see a golf buggy in the distance, because that's all part of the golf course as well. You've got another complex of buildings there. These have been here for quite a while. Some of these are quite big houses. Sorry about the wind, guys, but the wind's picked up now. Now I want to have a nose up there. So this place here, it's like some sort of Roman temple, isn't it? But it's not. You can see it's fiberglass, guys, just in case you think, wow, he's found an old. You can see there, it's fake. Anyway, what you're seeing now, because when they first built this whole golf resort, it was a double 18-hole golf course, and obviously over this side you can see where there would have been a course. Now this is what it would have been like, guys. This just shows what you can do by, you know, putting the greens back in. But over this side, this is the old green, so this is the old 18 hole, and they've got a new 18 hole, well, just one 18 hole. Sorry about the wind, guys. I just wanted to come up here to finish off anyway. We're just coming back round to the entrance just over there. Amazing place. In the distance is the Amazon distribution centre here in Murcia, a massive place. And now I'm pointing it out again, the shopping centre, the old part of the golf resort, new part of the golf resort, the Parador, or the meeting square just over there, which is just starting to work on phase 3. I can see a security car down there. Yeah, lovely place. And in the distance is Altaona. That's got nothing to do with this resort, but it just shows you how big this place is. And beyond that mountain is Murcia city, and you can't really see it from here. Oh yeah, you won't see it on the camera, but you can see the control tower from Murcia International Airport, so you know you're not very far from the airport from here, that's for sure. So anyway, so we get on with the summary. So we're on. Sorry, I'm going to say it again, sorry about the wind, guys, it's just the way it is, even though I've got my mic in my pocket. So I'm reading out the spill because it's quite a bit. Like I said, this is a revisit. We'll come here 8 months. Do it again. So guys, this is a revisit. I'm not going around showing you what the amenities are, the price of property. This is just a revisit. If you watch my video I done 8 months ago, I went into more depth with it. I just wanted to see what's changed since then. I'm just going to give you a little bit of spill on it. So It was acquired by global real estate investors and developers, and already phase 1 is complete, creating a community of more than 1,000 residential units. Now I presume not about new, so they've really got a lot of units here already, and they're detached villas, townhouses, terrace, semi-detached houses, apartments. It's also got senior residence and apartment hotel. New sports facilities including bike hire, cycle tracks, new sports hub, new sports hub, bar, restaurant and golf pro shop. New entrance, which I've shown you as we come in, and frontline luxury villas, 4 different styles with pools. So phase 2, which they've already getting on with, which was townhouses, 2 and 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, front, back garden, optional, pools. Now that they've already started work on that, and some of them, like I was showing you, some people have already moved into it. Phase 3, early 2024, the Parador. Now this is that place just over there. You over that way. Now that's what I would say is probably the final part of all this, and that's the meeting square, restaurants, bars, retail facilities, using the historic building, which we saw the old church, cafe, including gym, spa, wellness area. Now I would imagine that's probably where eventually the hub or the golf hub will move into. The 18-hole golf course is already complete, and I've shown you that in the previous video anyway. And this course was designed by Sterling and Martin Golf Architects, if you didn't know. Right, community fees. Now the community fees are, I don't know if they're on about the old places that are already here. This is something you're going to have word with the agents guy. But what I've got off the internet, €80 a month, including broadband internet. It's got monthly community fees are approximately 100, and the yearly IBI council tax 325 for a 2-bed 1-bath property. So the IBI I think is about right, 325. So obviously the community fees range from 80 to 100. Guys, this is something that you would have to ask your agent for proper figures, but it gives you, hopefully gives you some idea. Now properties under 100,000, zilch. As you can imagine, you won't be getting a luxury villa. But anyway, the only place that I could find on all the sites was a place in the sun, their property site. There was one there, 114,950 euros. So that was the cheapest, and that obviously, I think that was one of the older places anyway. So it's still got, you know, even though where it is, but I think, you know, the main things, it's not, I can see, you can't see it, I can see the control tower, so you can probably walk it. No, you wouldn't need to catch a car to the airport there, and you're not far from Murcia city, because you just go down this motorway here and onto the other one. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. I think, as I said in the video, I'm going to come back here in a year's time to see what's changed. I mean, I was amazed really with those new builds, how quick they got on with those, and some people had already moved into. So see you next year in this place. Adios amigos.